Our mental health is so much more important than we actually think, and I'm gonna prove that to you by the end of this video. When I was in grade 9, a classic day for me was I woke up and the first thing I would do was I would grab my iPad or grab my phone and go on YouTube, go on Instagram and scroll for 30 minutes. Then I would go have some breakfast, but this breakfast wouldn't be healthy. This breakfast would be absolute garbage for me. And then I'm in school and I'm wondering why I can't focus, and it's because it might have been because I only had 4 hours of sleep. And then after school, I would come home, I would go downstairs into my basement and play on my Xbox for 5 hours until it was like dinner time. And I would come up, and then after dinner, I would go to my room and be in my room on my phone, in my bed, probably until like 2 a.m. And I did that for an entire 6 months, like entire year basically of grade 9. I did that. It was bloody hell. It was not good to do that. Now, why did it all start? Well, I got Instagram and Snapchat when I went into grade 9 because a lot of people started to use it and that's how people communicated, so I decided to join it. And with that, I started to get notifications. I would go click on it and then somehow I would be scrolling for 30 minutes just from one notification. Absolutely crazy. Like, how's that even possible? But I coped and didn't delete it because I'm like, oh, it's for communication. I did delete it after a while. After I stopped coping, just bloody deleted it because I realized, like, there's no point in me having Instagram. Like, I didn't do anything on there. Like, I could just talk to people from on a different platform, and that's what I did. The worst thing probably was, like, I would be lying down in my bed or I'd be looking at myself in the mirror and I would only talk smack about myself. I would never talk anything about good. That really hurts. That really hurts yourself a lot. And it's easy for me to just say, oh, just stop talking smack about yourself, but it's like you're just so pissed off at yourself that you just have to speak some smack to put some thicker skin on yourself. And we as humans, we like the path of least resistance. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you've heard about that before. And there's usually a reason why you use those habits. Or for me, I did them because I wanted to escape. I didn't really want to have my life. Of course I'm going to play video games. Of course I'm going to go on Instagram, Snapchat, and scroll. Of course I don't want my life there. And it was just an escape for me. And I did it all the time until it became my life. And then I heard about this concept of mental health. I saw a video on YouTube about it. And it really did help me. It's like, oh crap, maybe mental health is the key. And it was the key for me. But when you have good mental health, you stop doing the things that screw yourself over in the long run, or even the short run, in fact. You focus on yourself into the future. It's like not having that cake because you know that you'll just put on some extra body fat that you don't want. Yeah, so that's the thing. When you have good mental health, you literally stop doing the bad things that screw you over in the long run or short run. And when you have good mental health, you start to do the things that do benefit you in the long run or short run. It's like you almost always just want to do the good things and never do the bad, and it doesn't even take discipline. Like, you literally just do it as like a habit, as a normal thing. As I said, we're humans. We like the path of least resistance. And this is where delayed gratification and instant gratification comes into the game here. It's like our body, our mind are always going to want what's instant, so it's going to go towards it. And that's basically what happened to me. Never really focus on the long term. You're screwing yourself up in the future if you don't think about yourself in the future. Building thicker skin, because what happens is it's okay to be mean to yourself, and sometimes to build the thicker skin that you need on your body. I learned this from David Goggins' book called Can't Hurt Me. And it basically just talks about how if something pisses you off, it's okay to be pissed off, because after you're pissed off, you're going to be stronger and you're going to be better. It's summer of grade 9, so it's a summer, so I'm going to grade 10. I remember I'm lying down on my bed. It's like 9:30 a.m. I'm sleeping in basically. And I remember just looking up to myself at my ceiling. I'm just looking and looking and looking. And this entire time, I just beat myself up to absolute crap. And that sparked a drive in me to bloody change. And I remember I got up. The very first thing I did, I went to the mirror and I shaved. I shaved because before this, I haven't even went outside for like 4 days. So I didn't have any reason to shave or present myself neatly. So I remember I shaved and I put on a t-shirt, I put on some pants, and like I made sure I actually looked good. I didn't just put on whatever and go downstairs and play more video games. I didn't do that. I'm not a hater on video games or anything. I started to wear better clothes, and I remember from it probably took like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks until like I actually started to feel like I had good mental health again for grade 10 basically. I then worked on my diet. I started like keto. Obviously I'm not on keto right now, but then I started like some other things, and you know, the diet that I am on right now, it's like I don't have anything processed like sugars. I don't even really have fruit anymore that much, but anyways, it's irrelevant about the diet that I'm on. But essentially I started to take care of myself more. I started to go to the gym. I started sleeping better because I cared. I had good mental health. I wasn't gonna screw myself up in the future anymore. What is the actual fix? So you know the one thing, you know, you get the drive that, you know, you're pissed off at yourself for where you are right now, and that can change, right? But the other thing that I did was, after I did that, I started to get something from other people, positive feedback, which reinforced my decision on doing these things, essentially, right? I'm going to the gym, and you know, I start seeing some of my muscles grow, and that was a bad flex. Okay, that too. Anyways, you get the point. You start to see yourself, you know, getting stronger. You're getting yourself bigger or smaller, or whatever your goal is. And I got more muscle, and I started to get stronger, and people started to notice, kind of, right? I remember a few of my friends, they said good job, and they even said like, oh, good job about your hair, you know, good job about the clothes. Like, people started to compliment me how I looked. And once that happened, I only started to get better and better. And the thing is, at the very start, for like the first 2 weeks, actually the first 2 months, sorry, I knew that I wasn't going to get any. So that's why I remember I would compliment myself, essentially. It's like I can't help but to compliment myself, if you know what I mean by that. It's like I look in the mirror and I'm like, good hair, bro. Looking strong. Just these positive things for me, and soon people started to say that to me. I'm sorry if this topic seems like a little bit of yap or anything like that. Certainly not my intention, of course, but I don't really know much about. I know quite a bit on this topic. It's quite a touchy topic, as the video is quite long. But that's all I really have to say about it. And, you know, just remember that it's okay to be mean to yourself sometimes. And 2, just say positive things after you do something that's good. Yeah? Well, bruv, I'm gonna be logging off now. I'll see you later.